Hey everybody, hope everybody's having a good week, or weekend, shall I say. Just got home from the racetrack. Hey Rick, how you doing, buddy? Temperatures is back dropping down here a little bit. Michigan hay sales. We got the banner about full of names back there now. $25. No, it's not no 25 here though. If I had to guess, it's probably upper 30s, low 40s. Hey Mallard 5. Hey, you on the sign? There's so many up there now, I don't even know who is and who ain't up there. But I know, hey Gordon, just at the racetrack a while ago, Mr. Ricky gave me another envelope full of names to put up there. We're gonna have to have a bigger sign soon. Hey Gordon, Brian, SLC. Hey Ag Wild. Everybody having a good weekend? Hey Mark. It looks blurry with that light shining up there. Let me try to adjust my studio lights. Get my studio lights adjusted. Hey Mr. Steve. Hey Heath man. Yeah, I checked on out of there, buddy. Walsh Farms, how you doing, Mr. Tony? My wife's making them. This is a new one. She just made this one for me to wear to the racetrack. Got the YouTube logo on the sleeves. Let me try to get where y'all can see the back. Maybe y'all can see it. Yeah, my wife's knocking them out for me. Yeah, man, the sign's filling up. He gave me another envelope at the racetrack with more names to go. So how's everybody doing? Good, good. The racing was good. We got to hang out with Mr. Ricky Locklear. He invited us to tag along, and we got some pretty good footage to put together from the racetrack with him. I mean, I hadn't been home 10 minutes before I started the live. Watching the Eagles and the Seahawks. 32 degrees there. You wish YouTube something profit looks like. It ain't because of profit there, Mark. It's because we enjoy doing it, buddy. Yeah, I mean, my wife wanted the machine to do monograms and stuff for girly stuff, and I just pounced on the idea, and they wanted it for Dad. I knew it would help me. Hey, Scott. Hey, Mr. Soybean. What did Brian say that autocorrect? I got to find it now. See how crazy? In my head, I read that as racing. I reckon that's why it don't bother me if I spell stuff right. Spell checker. Somebody said the other week instead of autocorrect, it's auto wrong. That must be what I have on my phone anyway. We finished getting all of our hay moved. So all the hay's moved and staged where it needs to be for the finish feeding the winter out. SLC. Yeah, we got about 2 inches of rain here yesterday morning, Mr. David, real early. And just a few sprinkles last night. When I was on the way home from the racetrack last night, just a few sprinkles. I know the temperature's back down. Hey, Ian Lee 5. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I'm glad you dropped in and hanging out with us. I was wondering how the puppies were going. All the puppies is gone except for the one that we kept for us, and he's doing good, but he is a handful. He's got to get out of that puppy stage or he'll quit tearing everything up. 2.5 inches of rain. Boom, Farmall's in the house. In Australia. Well, I'm glad to have you in here. We do a live stream about every Sunday night. My phone just hung up. Hey, Walker Dairy Farm. Double Farmall, double F. Shot collar. No, I've never tried a shot collar. I probably would if I had it. You have one and it's a handful. Yeah, we have a red male that we run with our cows to help us, and we have a blue female. And our male, I think he's about 8 years old. That's why we wanted to get a puppy off of him before something happened to him or something out there with running with the cows. You lost power for 4 hours, Gordon? Famous 9 Lives rapper. Appreciate you dropping in. Y'all shoot us a thumbs up if you would. Share it out. I need to share it out myself. Let me share it also. Then I'll try to catch back up on the comments. Give me just a second, y'all. I'm trying to share the live out. I'm back. Patch of Heaven, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. The fire's close to somebody. Clint's got a racing buddy in Australia. If I miss somebody's name, I'm sorry. Fire is about 200 kilometers away. I'll catch back up in the comments in a minute, y'all. I'm trying. Hey, Tim Holmes, appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Fires is all over the news. "200 kilometers is about 120 miles. What's the time there, Ian? Oh, Walker Dairy Farms. Let me look. If it's not up there, Mr. Ricky give me a 11:30 a.m. Mr. Ricky give me another batch of names. I'll go ahead and try to take them out because I haven't even looked myself. Here's some new ones that we're going to be adding. Midwest Alice Acres. Six Hand Spice. Nathan Snyder. Jeff Raymond. Matthew Johnson. Look at there, Farmall Fanatic. Just Me SC. 69 Druth. Ted Keller. Farmwork 686. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get another banner. SOT Metalworks. There you go, Walker. Walker Dairy Farm. And a Patch of Heaven. Now, let me back up and see what I missed. Cousin finished picking the beans. And they're sold. The other night I asked him, he said they were still on the truck, soybean. I don't think I seen Ted's name in that one, but it's not me printing them, y'all. Mr. Ricky Locklear comes in and hangs out with us, and as he sees names, he prints them out for us. We'll figure out a scrolling bar. Y'all, I barely can figure out how to make the live stream work. Check out your Club Root Acres. So get some shirts with all those names. No, I got to advertise my name when I'm out in public, y'all. I got to push Gerraldfarms and try to keep the channel growing. Hey, John. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Everything's going good. The temperature's down. Hey, Mr. Monty. I sure will. Michigan Hay Sales, I'll let him know. I tell him every time I talk to him how much y'all appreciate it. But we definitely gonna have another one made, because that one's gonna be running over. Yeah, our temps is down and y'all's is up. It felt good, you know, pretty good during the day yesterday, but then when that sun dropped, it got cool and it actually got cold. And the wind blowed all day. And today it blowed pretty good. I reckon to keep from blocking everybody's name, I have to sit off to the side of the camera. I'll sit behind it and talk to y'all. Cold front just rolled in. I looked on the radar last night when I was at the racetrack, and it was snowing not too far up above Charlotte, North Carolina last night. Y'all had a lot of wind there too. A patch of heaven. Made it to 45 with 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. Whenever he sees Ted in here, Mark, I don't print the names up, so if he don't see Ted, I don't know if we'll get Ted, but when Ted comes in and Ricky sees him, then we'll get it. Drive a stretch limousine. Yeah, I thought that was very neat how he printed that same logo up and put it on the side of his race car. It actually looked good. So what did everybody do the weekend? Anybody get any work done? That's right, Scott. Tell them, y'all give us a thumb, shoot us a thumbs up. Not much, just a lazy weekend, Mr. Steve, and Monty said not much. Just finished watching the NFL wild card game. Who was playing and who won? Worked at the cigar shop. Looking for them so you can work on your F-150. Fed your chickens and got some parts for the tractor. Brought back 62 round bells. Hoping Green Bay can go all the way. Laid up for a while. Well, I hope you get back going and not laid up. Clint and Joey delivered 2 loads. Went and bought chickens, get back in the chicken business, your daughter-in-law. Seahawks beat the Eagles. Just replaced the batteries in the generator for the power went out. That was perfect timing. There's Ted. So maybe Ricky will see his comment and we can get Ted's name put on the Sunday Live Hangout board. You doing all right, Ted? I still think Ted kept that cow, y'all. What's everybody's opinion on that? Everybody think Ted kept that free-range cow? I think he did. I don't know how to put names up in no stream or nothing like that. Walker Dairy Farms, buddy. That's as good as y'all gonna get out of the old South Carolina country boy right there. Just putting them in the background. I will take a picture sometime and use it for a thumbnail or something like that. I think the freeloader found his owner. Or somebody's freezer found it. Hey Brad, how you doing, buddy? Just call me whenever, Brad. It don't matter, buddy. I know things is busy, man. I forget to do a lot of stuff too. I told my wife, she says I have selective memory. That is on a poster in the live stream, Walker. That big poster. And it's right in the live stream. Got the taste snowball tonight. Yum. Hey Larry. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. I totally forgot about that, Mr. David. I don't know if he's got enough snow there to have to flag it this time or yet. He might. They stingy with the thumbs up tonight, Mr. Steve. You have to remind him to flag it during the summer, Mr. David, so that way he can't tell you he can't find it to flag it. Hey, Chicago Joe. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Happy New Year's to you also. And we looking forward to going back to Sumter Speedway this coming year and trying to make some videos from the Sumter track again. Thank you, Ian Lee. 5. I sure do appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. A weak winter there, no snow. It's been mighty calm here to winter too so far. I don't know where I'm gonna put them at yet, Walker. We're gonna get them up there though, buddy. You don't have to worry about it. It'll be up there. Yeah, we still looking, Brad. We actually have one or two that we was real interested in and didn't find them in time. And one Massey Ferguson that I was telling y'all about back a couple months ago, that had some transmission issues, and we about pulled the trigger on it thinking it was going to be something simple, but we didn't, and kind of glad we didn't now because it's back at the shop being overhauled, the transmission in it. So I reckon I got lucky when I passed on it. Beef cows, Walker. We have black beef cows. And if the markets don't change by probably April, we're going to make a big decision on what we're going to do. And if the markets don't change, we might go from a cow-calf operation to a hay producer operation. I think we made a very good call on that one. I think we got lucky. You know, made a good decision. That's what everybody calls them, Walker. Everybody calls them Black Angus. I don't call them Black Angus because I think that name's way overused. You see cows that's got a lot of white on them and they call them Angus and this and that. So I just call mine beef cows. Hey, Nathan T. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Yes, sir, Miss Soybean. If we do cut back, we're gonna still keep some. We wouldn't get all the way out, but we would cut back so we wouldn't have to make as much hay for our cows, and we could concentrate on selling that hay. I do sell some, Mark, but I only sell my excess, that we don't need for our cows. And this is probably about 2 weeks ago, I run my first ad to sell hay. And it's really amazed me how fast the hay left. I mean, it got gone fast as we posted it just about. I understand, Brad. It is going to be hard. And we've worked hard now for 5 years to grow the herd, and not only the price. The pasture land is restricting us also from growing. Because right now I would love to be buying cows with the price like it is. Hey Nick, Pixel TV, appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Everything's going good. We hanging in there, buddy. How about you? Appreciate that super chat, Ian Lee, and I appreciate you dropping in and hanging with us. And we do the live every Sunday night. Drop back in and hang out with us sometime. Your neighbor brought a low hour 7800. The clutch went out when he was loading it. I wonder what stuff that I think I could fix on. I would, like a clutch probably wouldn't scare me that bad, even though I haven't done a John Deere. Hey, Mark Cornell. Sold over 100 round and 200 square in 2 days. Sunday night, snowing there, not much motivation. Yeah, it's kind of tough to come across motivation in the wintertime, ain't it? You've lost about 100 acres of pasture in the last couple years. Yeah, we could have made a lot more hay this year. I let land go. I had land that we done and fertilized and limed and sprayed for weeds and was ready to cut, but I let it go because I just didn't have the need for it, and I hadn't advertised any hay. Like I said, I've been out of the trying to sell hay business for a while. He carried it to someone who fixed it. Hey, the real Brooklyn. Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, but that's one of our options as of right now. We'll look at cutting the cows back, and then we can free up a lot more hay to sell. If you can get more hay this year than last year. That's right. I've just about quit selling any now again because you never know how it's staying so warm now. If it stays cold for an extra 3 or 4 weeks, when it should be green and growing, we're gonna have to have hay to tote the cows through that. Hey, Rocky Run. Hey, BTO wannabe. And for y'all guys just coming in, we got all the names that we got last week that we'll be putting up. Hey, AJ, how you doing? Yeah, we still got a long ways left before winter's over. Yeah, winter's the perfect time for projects. Yeah, we're gonna have to get another banner made, I believe. Hey, Tom Jones. If y'all just coming in, make sure you shoot us a thumbs up. Share the live out if you know how to share it. They were looking for hay. You're always on the go. It'll be much easier. No money and no one around to help. Yeah, man, there's a lot of good guys and some gals be mixed in. Awesome community here. Yeah, that's the same situation I be in, Brad. When I got the time, the money's tight. Adopt a son that doesn't want to leave. Hey, Keener Farms. Appreciate you dropping in. When the farm didn't get the fall paycheck. I understand that, Ted. We didn't sell no calves either. We still feeding them. We still spending money on them. Mr. Soybeans got more projects than money too. It sounds like a common theme with us farmers, don't it? That we got a lot we want to do and need to do and not the money. Hey, Midwest, yeah, a lot of people's in here. You wanted to adopt an Amish kid. The wife said no. Buying hay and just had 600 tons of fertilizer delivered. Yeah, the price is terrible. Been told you should get your wife another job. I might need to mention that to mine. Yeah, we might be on the other way worse off if we try to get our wives another job, Brad. Alone on good faith. No, I don't have a TV bill. I got YouTube and stream stuff. A lot of spreader videos. Hey, Mr. Ricky. How's everything going, buddy? I was just telling him that I just got home from the racetrack right before the live and where we hung out with you, and I actually talked to him, like a little semi-interview for y'all that harassed me and tell me that I don't never talk to nobody. Things start looking like something bad's gonna happen. You welcome, Mr. Ricky. I enjoy helping and being part of it, of the racing. Blew a tire on the gator heading out to burn the brush piles. Are y'all still at the racetrack, Ricky? Hey, Shane. Just had a water line to bust in the milk parlor. Well, buddy, I sure hate that, and hope you get it straightened up and you got all the fittings on hand. Your neighbor just went to Georgia and got a twin row peanut planter and a ripper hipper, if I'm reading that right. Still at the track. Grab me a drink real quick. Meeting with your Kubota guy tomorrow to get more info on the new M8. For Thurston, come and smoke some meat. I don't really know, Ted, because I never got restricted by that policy when it come out. They did accidentally block my live stream, but I was able to send them a message because once you go over 1,000, I believe you get like a tech support or something it's called. And I was able to send them a message and they straightened it out. Ricky was running street stock. They was running several classes. Man, there was a lot of race cars at that racetrack yesterday and today. There was like 40 or 50 cars in each class. Some of them guys was from Texas. I mean, way off. Some of them from Canada. He was looking to have some money to fix things, and the studs on your wheel hub snapped off. Now you're back to ground zero. Well, at least you back on an even platform, Midwest. Try to plan something before spring. Married to your job. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, Mr. Ricky that was just in here, I met him through this, and he's actually not far from me. So I went and hung out with him and followed him along. Y'all will get to see a little bit of the stuff that I've never shown, like carrying the car through tech and him working on the car and having some trouble having to improvise and fix it right on the spot, because there's not much time at these racetracks when you're there, and trying to pull his attention away from, or any of them, like in the past, when they're working on the car, it's hard to get them to stop or to slow down and give you time to talk to you, because then that's taking time that they need to be working on the car. But he did stop and give us a little bit of time and answered a few questions. It's either in your blood or not, Brian. Let's just pull 350 feet. Yeah, Steve will win the furthest driven prize money. Hey, Nee Crow. Appreciate you stopping in too. 8 inches. Like to see it, watch and drink. Yeah, it's not quite as fun when you're running around. So normal when we go, we try to put the camera in cars in different classes and make different videos. I don't know. I don't talk about that kind of stuff. I talk about farming, racing, cows, anything other than stuff like that. You like the mud bogs? Yeah, my son likes mud bogs, and we used to go to a few of them around. I don't even know if there's any of them still around. Ted likes mud wrestling. Or pudding wrestling. Yeah, for the ladies. Find a better feed option. I'm starting to get a few more comments on videos. This back, I can see where it emails me and tells me that I got a comment, but if I go to my TubeBuddy app or my Creator Studio app, the comment's nowhere to be found. That's weird and aggravating. How they do that? Hey, world's okay as farmer. How you doing, buddy? Special feeder calf sale. Oh, Brian's gonna have the girls pudding or mud wrestling at his meetup. It depends on how much you're feeding them, Brian. I mean, if you're letting them grow more naturally, of course, it's gonna take longer. But if you pour the feed to them, they'll grow a lot faster. I don't know if I watched it or not, Mark. Yeah, pudding does sound better than mud. $16 months. I remember you said something about that drag race last weekend. That's the same weekend as that farm show in Kentucky, I think. And both of them's on Valentine's Day, and a bunch of us better be with our boss ladies on Valentine's Day, or at least a part of the day. So our next video after that don't look like that, with our eyes swole up. Hey, Lat. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. You cleaning any trucks and tractors today? Snowball was 20 months and live weight was 1120. It's been over a week since I saw that video, so to be sure, there's a little bit of delay in your video, so you probably done got the meat home and tried some up by now. Some are lucky, some are not. Won't have to worry about it no more, will we, Steve? In your tummy tonight. We don't generally keep none, not to process really. If we keep them, they normally to go into the herd, the cow-calf operation, if we keep them generally. 12th through the 15th, that's what I was thinking. We are still looking for a tractor. Okay, as farmer, we still looking. How old is too old to make good beef out to the market? We normally sell ours at about 500 pounds. She bought flowers on Valentine's Day. She thought she bought a new tractor. Hey Dusty, how you doing, buddy? Hope everything's going good for you. Yeah, I would say I won't have them answers. Brad and Ted might. Everything's going pretty good, Dusty. We still hanging in there and making the ends meet. Going to other countries, you think? If it's over 2 years, y'all grind everything. It was better than last one. What kind of projects are what are y'all doing next up that way, Scott? Still real good hamburger. Hey, Kane Sample. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Burger and the roast is good from older cows. We can put it into instant pots, ain't it? I believe that thing about make a car tire tender. Click the thumbs up or the like button, Mark said. Not the tenderloin. Nah. You put it in that, like you put it, I believe you could about put anything in that instant pot and it'll tender it up. Nothing but the day job. You can sell a burger right now for $3.50 a pound. Well, if y'all need some to grind up, let me know. Slow cooker, dress it up. That's what you got your wife for Christmas. I think it's DLK that I think he tore his wife's instant pot up and he got in trouble. Pretty sure it was DLK. Hey. Hey, rusty old micro farm. We haven't locked anything down new for this year. Always season a little with beer. Yeah, we haven't got anything signed and paid for new this year as far as land goes. But if we do cut back on cows like we thinking we might do, then that's going to be the same as getting more hay land, because it won't take near as much of our hay for the cows. People are still giving land away for hay, but not the best quality. Excuse me. Hey, Heritage Farm, Texas. Not nothing major. Still, we got to finish building that slat mover for Gordon Bright, another YouTuber that's in here. He got him a new skid steer, and he does chicken houses, and he wanted a slat mover, so we're gonna make that for him. Possible that'll be this coming week. And we still got the snowmobile project on hold. Still got our fingers crossed that we'll get some snow and we can rip that thing some. Nothing bigger than 8 acres. I don't mind an 8-acre field if if it's flat and level, but all them terraces that you have to deal with up there, Brian, it will be a lot. I'd probably say no too. Hey, Boneyard Garage, you new? We sure appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. We do the live every Sunday night at 7:30. So, and when it gets summertime, we normally will move it to 8:30 because it gets dark later. Them's from our baler. Them bales the other day. Yeah, all the bales we done this year. We didn't even bail with my buddy's equipment this year, none. He was able to stay caught up. We're hoping to get to go break some ground with him with his big tractors again like we did last year at the first of the year. I really enjoyed that, and I want to go back and run that bigger equipment. You miss summertime? Planning on sprigging about 50 acres in March. Money's already approved. There is a piece of land that I'm working on. It's about 30 acres. And if we can get that worked out, then we're gonna have to get straight with Mr. David and Clint about sprigging it, because I can dig sprigs right there beside it. I've got hay that touches it. Hey, Gosling Farms, you doing all right, Mr. Ed? You sure like the crop updates. I plan on doing them again this year. You talking about like the corn, cotton, and what was it? Corn, cotton, and tobacco. We might put a peanut one in the mix this time. That old 8455 round baler we got does a good job. The bales are weather real good sitting outside. I told Mr. Steve Mack when he was here back in the summer from Canada baling hay with us that I couldn't imagine how good them bales would look if I had a new tractor and a new baler. Sad day in this household, Agwile. Something happened to it, or that's something that I'm missing? Maritime farmer has a bale on a roller he's planning on selling if anybody's interested. Mr. Tony has cotton harvest going. They talk. That's what I assumed. That's why I just quit reading them. I assumed it was football talk. That was over my head. Can't say with certainty, but the county ag is involved, and that's on the pay for the sprigging that land that Mr. Davis talking about. Different language to you? Yeah, it is to me too. Y'all, Brian is like my Google. If something happens on my Facebook or something's going on, I have to call Brian and ask him how to explain it to me. You haven't picked in 2 weeks. At some point, the stuff loses a lot of value, don't it, Mr. Tony? Like they'll dock it and the grade drops on it. Phone isn't catching up on Jackie. Endless circles. If I try to live in most areas off of my house internet, mine will be all of y'all will be circling. Border battle, the Packers and the Vikings. Bowl shatter. Take a hit. Literally falling off the stalk now. How did the farm all pick something? But y'all got to remember now, Brian also does not eat vegetables. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Hey, Mr. Tim. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Yeah, when you got water standing, a ½ inch is a lot then. Yeah, I do try to catch the Super Bowl, even if I don't see any other games. I like to see the commercials. What is Oswego? Wego something. Hey, 69 Drew, how you doing, buddy? What's everybody got planned the upcoming week? Either my chair keeps getting lower each week or my tripod is extending. New York is that Oswego, whatever. He always liked that number. Me and Brian's trapped in a little shell down here in South Carolina. I know for sure I am. Yeah, my chair, hell, if it gets much lower, my face will be out the screen. I had to stand up to be in front of it. An M with a striped grill. I don't know that I've ever seen an M with a striped grill. Boneyard Garage, you from New York? Most of them, I'm glad you got a good one. Had to take the dozer everywhere you went. I might have did gain a pound or two with all that syrup I've been trying to eat that y'all sent. Better cut back on the syrup. I ain't gained that much weight, y'all. I do got on this little jacket my wife made. I got on a sweatshirt and a t-shirt. That might be where the weight's coming from. Farmall's he converted, and Ted says Yankee. I don't think I could pose as a Yankee, could I? Yeah, I don't think I could pull it off if I wanted to act like a Yankee. I might could do it. Thank you, Mr. Ed. Yeah, I put all the other names on it, and Mr. Ricky give me another 13 or 14 more names. We're gonna run out of room. They don't teach spelling in school. What are we called? I have no idea what we called. At least the only converted states, not genders. Couple more snow cross videos coming. Rebels? Okay, well, we called a rebel down here then, Ted. I would consider this a country boy. Wife or kids is moving the tripod up a little, make me feel shorter. Instead of watching Super Bowl and watch LSU take down Clemson. I tell you what, I would pull for the Gamecocks over Clemson. And I always said Clemson had a real easy schedule, and they do. But them boys is playing ball. Like last year when pretty sure it was last year, they beat Alabama. That was unreal. needs to stop. LSU's an NFL team. I think my chair is lower. I liable hit the wrong button and it flipped me out the floor. That'll be good on a live on it. They were Yankees, we were rebels during the Civil War. I'm gonna try to take this chair up, so don't laugh at me. Wrong button. I have no idea. Oop. Look out, y'all. Now I'm even lower. I'm gonna have to aim the camera down. Cut some of y'all's names off. Boneyards, you got family in North Carolina? I appreciate you coming in, Brad. Have a good week, buddy. Yeah, if it keeps going lower, I'll have to stand up. Or lower my tripod. I mean, my shoulders is down as low as the countertop. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try something. Y'all bear with me for a minute. I'm trying to work on my tripod. There we go. Yeah, this chair's got like 6 or 7 paddles on it. It's my wife's old work chair, her office chair. It's got so many knobs and functions on it. Hold on. It's got so many functions on it that I won't even know where to. I know I've hit a button on it before by accident and it's dumped me forward. Yeah, so we can stack them in there, I reckon, all around it. He sent a wheelchair for me to spin around in. Yeah, we put the snowmobile motor on the wheelchair. I haven't seen it. I don't watch football. I used to when all the stuff started happening, and so now that was a good excuse for me to quit watching and free my time up to do other stuff. Never, yeah. Whatever I put it on, I don't want to get hurt. The harmless farmer's chair. That could be it. I've got another one. I got 2 of them out here that she's retired. And when I have a guest, the guest uses the other one. I reckon I'll let the guest use the broke one. Somebody asked about the project earlier. I reckon the project this week could be fixing this chair so I can be high enough that I'm not sitting under the counter. I was able to do something new this morning that I've never done. Where I went to the racetrack yesterday and done some recording. This morning before I left to go back, I knew my phone wasn't going to hold it all. And I was actually able to transfer the footage from my phone to that computer behind me. I've never been able to do that before. Well, if y'all was in here earlier, you seen I had to adjust my stage lights because it was shining too much on the billboard. The podium. They had a police officer in a town that's not too far from me called Florence, South Carolina. Some kind of shooting happened at the airport yesterday, and a police officer got killed with gravel. That's one thing I want to figure out how to do also, Brian, is save some of my stuff where I can do a year in review at the end of the year, or the first of the year. Like now I could do it, but I don't have nothing saved from the year. I don't have nothing saved from the videos last week. That's what I was trying to do a while ago, Scott. I was standing on the feet and I had the handle pulled, and I was pulling hard as I could pull, and it wouldn't move. Unless I was pulling the wrong handle. See that thing just go forward? So I know that's the wrong handle. If I pull it any harder, I'm gonna break the arms off of it. That sucker won't move. That's what it's gonna have to be the rest of this one, y'all. It won't budge. I tie it to a tree and hook it to my truck. Get the tools out and let's fix it together. All y'all would do is laugh at me. Y'all wouldn't help me. I thought about getting a phone with bigger storage, but man, I don't want to spend that much money. I think I seen Walker's back. Yeah, he'll help me fix it. I'll get some real good ideas. That's right, I can drill that cylinder and put a grease fitting on it, set my grease gun down there and just pump it up to the height I want it. I greased it too much. Y'all, that grease gun's amazing. Yeah, that grease gun really amazed me how fast you can grease stuff. Even without the locking lube. My wife's supposed to be ordering me a locking lube. He was watching Acres of Clay. But man, you just snap it on with one hand and pull the trigger, and where I old one, you had to put it on in both hands to pump it. You don't even break the threshold to get paid. You're always under. Well, knock on wood, we've been fortunate and blessed by all y'all guys and gals. Yeah, she supposedly ordered me one. Like you had, that's what mine looks like. It's 20 years old. I would go get it. It's hanging right over there, but that sucker will get me so greasy. That's good. Then next month you'll get a what 190 some dollars. I gotta take this wristband off from the racetrack. I hate something on my arm. Ed, I've been looking at them things for probably a year and a half or a little longer. And I wouldn't never buy it because I didn't want to spend that much money myself on it. Yeah, but man, I was happy when my wife told me she bought it. Her and the kids got it for me. I used it the other day. Okay, as farmer, using some stuff, and I think we've done about three and a half tubes of grease through it. And when I first on that video, I just put the cartridge in and done it the same way I do my old style. And it was a little bit tricky to prime that first time. I had to crack the bleeder loose. But after that, I just do, and it takes right back off. Appreciate you coming in, Boneyard. Have a good week, buddy. Drop back in and hang out with us. Yes, sir. Come back again. Like to have more people in here chatting like this. It keeps the comments going and gives me something to talk about. They had a Lincoln at my local Tractor Supply. I think it was more than the DeWalt. And I was reading online. Like I said, I've been looking and I've been researching and checking. And I think the DeWalt was supposed to even do more tubes of grease than the Lincoln, and even more than the Milwaukee tubes of grease per charge. But the Milwaukee does have a function, like Mr. David asked the other day, where you can say put it on 3 or 4 pumps and it'll do that and stop. Where the DeWalt's just a variable speed. But you can slow it down and count the pumps on it. It'll go that slow. Company that sells a similar called a Lumax. There's a bunch of, you can get them for like $70 off a line. I'm sure they're Chinese. I've heard that about Lock and Lube, that sometimes they won't fit certain areas. Y'all see that Brian talking about he can't afford a cordless grease gun. The man got $1 million worth of tractors. He didn't like the Lincoln. Now he's got 2. Yeah, Brian's got $1 million in tractors and can't afford a grease gun. What kind did you say, Ted? I think you said you had a Lincoln. Tractor puller, literally. Well, something else I wanted to talk to y'all about tonight. I cannot remember what it was. That's good. Y'all have kept me occupied. I've not had to sit here and think the whole time. Maybe by next weekend we'll have all the new names put up on there, on the board. You can't even afford a farm. Just live in the hood. You back patch of heaven. Wealthy and great YouTube friends. Ted, that's exactly how I feel, buddy. Your bills is $8K a month and I only sell hay. That will have to be a very good paying public job. And if you find one to pay that much, let me know, because I'm probably going to, me and you a carpool together. Old Craftsman air gun. Male gigolo. Wow, guys, it's already been 88 minutes on here. That was a good one. Fun. Halfway up Crap Creek without a paddle. If you can get the spring, you'll be okay. Guys, I've had a good time. I really enjoy hanging out with y'all on Sunday night, chatting in here on the live stream. Your skid steer caught on fire. I hope you didn't mess it up bad. Y'all have a good week. Thanks for all the support that we get here at Gerraldfarms on YouTube. We look forward to seeing y'all next Sunday night. Y'all have a good one.